So hello, welcome back to the channel, and today you join me back with the Mini to discuss why you haven't seen it on the channel since the reveal video. And that's because it's had one or two, three or four problems. Yes, it's had one or two, three or four little issues. First off was it needed new rear wheel bearings, so they've both been fitted, and the rest of the problems I think I can actually show you. They're under the bonnet, so let's jump under. I'll show you them, then I'll show you the problem we're fixing today. So the problems under the bonnet was, it had two brand new top mounts for the suspension. So under there, two brand new top mounts, and it had a brand new expansion tank because the last one had a hole in it, which I read is a common issue on these cars. So it does need a bit of a clean under here so we can see what else is leaking. So it could be a leak there. So yeah, today, to show you the new issue with the car's developed, let me jump back in. Now this has developed since the work was done on it. I'm trying to find the key. So since the work was done, it was plugged in a diagnostic computer at the garage. And let me spin you around. If you look, we now have, there's the camera size to focus. So we now have, so if you look, we now have an ABS light on. For some reason the camera won't focus on that. And we have a light on there which is also to do with the ABS. So when they plugged it in, when they plugged it in at the garage, they told me that it's got a front left ABS sensor fault. So at the garage it was 120, I think, for part and labour. I found the part on eBay for £11, and we're going to try today to fit it ourselves. So fingers crossed we'll be able to do it, but let's jump into it. I think I know how to do it. I've sort of researched it a bit, but fingers crossed it will be a quick and easy job. But as you know from watching the other videos, it never works out that way. But let's get the car ready and I'll show you exactly what to do. Right, so first off, what you want to do, you want to get the car jacked up. There are problems on the front left side, which is the front passenger side in the UK anyway. So we're going to get the car jacked up, we're going to whip the wheel off, and I'm going to show you exactly where the part is that we've got to change, and I'll show you the new part as well. Right, so there we go, wheel is off. Let's bring you up and round here and I'll show you the part. So if you can see, the part is this. This is the ABS sensor. It goes up and in there. And then in here should be the replacement. So that's what the replacement looks like. So the end looks like. But we'll get it out. Hopefully we can just get it out without removing anything else, and then I'll show you properly what it looks like. So a little car full of top tip. This bolt, I've read online that this bolt in here, oh there we go, let's get it on the right place. As long as this can. So I've read online that the little Allen bolt inside there doesn't want to, as my WD cam brakes, doesn't want to come off, and it often strips. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a Torque 30 to get it out instead of an Allen, so hopefully that won't strip it. And I'm also just going to spray it with tons and tons of WD-40, hopefully loosen it up, give the WD a little few minutes to seep in, and hopefully we'll get it out, but we will see. Hopefully we will not strip it. I've also, if you look underneath, put an actual stand just for safety, so we ain't just relying on the jack. I've got to make it out of the way. So the actual stand's under there just for safety, so we ain't relying on the jack. Hopefully we won't have to get under the car, but still you don't want it falling off the jack. We've had that before and it's not pleasant. So yeah, let's give that a couple of minutes to seep in and then we'll try and get it off. Right, so I've switched over to the same T30 but onto a ratchet, just to hopefully, there we go, that seems to be moving. Just this way we're not at risk of stripping the bolt and therefore not being able to get it back in and creating issues instead of fixing them. It's coming out nicely now. Like I said, just lube it up. Oh, I'm a big kid. Just lube it up and then it should, there you go, and that's your bolt there. So we'll leave that as is to the side. Right, now I can do a flathead screwdriver, which I haven't bought, so let me go get one. Just have a little pause there. Right, so what I'm going to do is, I've got my screwdrivers now, I'm going to spray some more WD just on the bracket. I'll show you what the bracket looks like when it comes out. While we're waiting for that to loosen up a bit, we're going to take out these couple of Phillips sort of screws, that plastic, if this one's already worn away. Alright, lovely. Where's the problem? So be gentle with these because these are sort of old and plastic and rubbish. We just wanna, we have to get this one out now. You just want to be able to get through that to there to see the plug itself. So as you can see here, I'm attempting to drill out the rest of the ABS sensor from the hub carrier. So what happened was the top bit snapped off from the bottom bit that lives inside the hub carrier. And we then had to drill it out so we could fit the new one in. So as you can see here, that's what I'm trying to do. So hopefully you won't have this issue, but if I show you on the old sensor, mine snapped. There you go, so beautiful. After much drilling from a couple of friends that will remain nameless at this point, we've cleared out the hole inside. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't know if you can see, but the hole's there. Yeah, there you go, there you can see the hole. So really we've had to take off the caliper, pull out the drive shaft, drill right through, get out all the excess plastic, clear the hole, ready for the new one. So hopefully you won't have that issue. That's how you do it. We didn't film it because we was just trying to get it done. It was a nightmare, but this, get the rest of this one out, get the new one in, and fingers crossed the ABS light will go on. So here's the fresh one. Like I said, £11 from eBay, so can't go wrong. Hold on, let's lube it up a bit. Now we know where the old one didn't want to come out. So I put a little bit of lube on it, just try and get it in the hole. Right, so after a little bit of persuasion from my buddy, we're in. I'm just literally putting the last few gentle turns on the bolt because I don't want to over tighten it, and I don't want to strip it. So I'm going to get it, and I think that is tight enough. I really don't want to risk stripping the bolt in case we have to do anything else to this part. So I'll get a bit out. There you go. So like I said, Torque 30. See the amount of rust on that alone. The amount of rust in this job is ridiculous. But this has probably been on here for, I mean, the car's what, 18 years old. This probably been on here for the full 18, so let me take this off, 'cause I'm sure I look like a mole. Right, so as for the rest of this, so this is the old one. Yeah, so if we look, so my bolts in the bumper are chewed up, so they're a bit of a nightmare to get out. So we're just trying to remove this without having to remove the bumper. Just trying to which is old and which is new. That's the old one removed, so I'll just get the plugs under here. You can't really see, but it literally just plugs in. It's not very difficult, as he says. That's it. Leave it like that. Right, so literally we've just pulled away out of the space, and if you look round, the ABS light has gone off, the light's gone off up here, the traction warning light has gone off up here. So I'd call that a great success. But yeah, listen, that was a nightmare of a job, but it's done. You can do it yourself. You see how much of a nightmare it's done. It's a couple of hours. I've saved £120 doing it myself. You can do it with that basic tools. You got a good sort of socket set. Obviously we needed a drill and that, but it was still like only a battery drill. Nothing you shouldn't have laying around the house, or you couldn't ask to borrow off a friend. So yeah, I'd say do it yourself. For the money I've saved, it was worth it. So the saga continues. TT content to come, maybe some bike content, and more mini content to come. Thank you for all the support. I'll catch you on the next one.